G'day guys, Jason from the Udder Farm here. I'm actually on the Udder Farm property today. What I want to be doing is, from this corner of the shed directly behind me, where the gum is down there, I'm going to be running a single hot wire, because this is going to be my winter pasture. And why I'm separating it is, those 4 heifers I purchased would have been from a few months ago. They're only 12 months old, so I don't want the bull getting to the heifers, so I'm putting a single hot wire in. The heifers will stay on this side, and all the rest of me herd and the bull will be staying on the other side. So I'll be setting this cell up today, and I'll be letting them in. But what I want to do, because the bull hasn't been hot wire trained, I want to give him, say, 3 or 4 days in the paddock with the rest of the livestock that have been hot wire trained, so he can get used to the hot wire. I don't want to be bringing the heifers in, just in case he runs through or moves over or jumps over that hot wire. So I want him to go through 3 or 4 days of initiation first, and then if he's still in the paddock then I'll bring the heifers in. So we'll grab all the gear and we'll set this line up. Hard ground, bending me post. Now we've got that hot line run out, I'm going to terminate at this point. What I want to do is put a pigtail in here, because they're made of steel and it's got the plastic over the top, so it insulates the hot wire from touching the steel. So, and that's a lot stronger. I'm using this for the corner, and I'm going to go back to this barbed wire to terminate it off. The only thing different I'm going to do, when I'm normally cell grazing, what you want to be doing when the cell grazing, because this is a plastic spool and it acts as an insulator, if this was normal high tensile plain wire electrified, you would run your poly braid around 3 or 4 times around your hook. You would have seen me do it in videos before. Then what happens at that point is you hook that on to your electrified plain wire or high tensile wire. The current then runs through that hook, that metal hook, through the braid and then down through the reel and for the length of your hot wire. But I don't want to do this here because this is going onto this barbed wire. I want to hook this reel on, and it's illegal to electrify barbed wire. So don't use those twirls 3 or 4 turns with the poly braid. You're just winding up. So just go around, wind up to the tension you require. A bit more. And then all I'm going to be doing now is locking that off and hooking that straight onto the barbed wire, that metal handle, because remember, that's not electrified. I haven't wrapped the poly braid around that hook, so it's staying on this reel, which is plastic. That's the insulator, and then running straight down the hot wire. So that's not electrified like I mentioned. So the only thing different, don't wrap it around this reel, this wire, hot wire around there, because then you will electrify this section of barbed wire. So what I want to do now is we'll go down and set up the energizer. This is where I've decided to put my energizer. Because we haven't had rain here for a few months, I know the ground's pretty dry, and I really want to get this as hot as I can make it, specifically for the bull, because he's not trained to a hot wire. And these are a good idea, guys. Just jump down to your local rural supply. It's about 8mm by looks, galvanised steel with a T-weld on a post. I use this when I'm not using my perimeter fences, which I haven't got here on the Udder Farm at home. I use star pickets permanently, but this is good if you're just going to move sections. So I'm moving down near the creek where I haven't got electrified wire, and this is great. Straight in the ground, star picket, energizer on top, hot wire on there, earth onto there. Bob's your uncle. Well, he mightn't be uncle, but that's a saying. Anyway, I'll get into it. Might try and get it a bit deeper than that if I can. No, it's wet enough. I'm a bit closer, I think. Oh, that's a bit better. That should give me a good earth. Turn it around so the cows don't kick it. Wondered how much I need. Just want to make sure you set your star picket up that when you put the energizer on, it's going to get sun. So I'll just slip that in there. That'd be perfect. The sun rises from over here and sets over there, so I've got sunlight all day. That's perfect. Righto, we'll turn it on and we'll have a look. Oh yeah, that's hot. That is 6.9 kV. At home on the trial property, I'm only getting max about 5.2, 5.3, but that's going through 2 wires and it's double the length I've got here. So this is a single wire. And also, I can guarantee my earth isn't that wet. Like I said, that is mud a foot away from that dam, so I'm excited about that. I don't think the animals are going to be too excited when they touch it, because that's hot as they've ever seen it before. They've only touched 5.2, but my normal girls that run through here, they won't be going anywhere near it. They're well and truly trained. It's just more so Jacko, the lone bull. So I'm assuming if he touches it a few times, he's certainly going to be initiated. And I don't think he'll be going through it again, or even close to it. So it doesn't take much, guys. If you've seen from the last video, training the heifers, it took probably, you know, 3 or 4 hits, and that was it. So what I do now, guys, I'm going to open this gate up, and then the cattle can come through at will. And next video, we'll have a look if they've managed to break through that hot wire, or if the initiation training worked. So have a good morning, have a great afternoon, and a terrific evening, guys, wherever you're watching this from. And on behalf of me and Jacko, we'll catch you later. Mate, I was in the middle of talking then, buddy. You just come up and horned me in the back, eh? Couldn't you wait for a scratch? Oh, you're a good boy, eh? You're a big sook, aren't you, eh? All you want is a scratch all the time. Can't come in the paddock and do any work, can we, eh? No, that's not right. Got to give you attention, don't we? Want to go in here, mate? Okay.